It is February 5th, 2026. I'm going to do two quick letters from the Letters from Black America, and this is Black Love. I love reading and hearing about young love, old love, and even more so, Black love. So here's the first one. It's from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to Coretta Scott King. Now, give it just a little bit of history. In 1952, Martin Luther King Jr. met Coretta Scott. She lived from 1927 to 2006, and they met in Boston. She was a student at the New England Conservatory of Music, and he was pursuing doctoral studies at Boston University's School of Theology. The couple wed on June 18, 1953. He wrote the following letter from a Georgia state prison. Here's the letter. The top it says, Reidsville, Georgia, October 26, 1960. Hello, darling. Today I find myself a long way from you and the children. I am at the state prison in Reidsville, which is about 230 miles from Atlanta. They picked me up from the DeKalb jail about 4 o'clock this morning. I know this whole experience is very difficult for you to adjust to, especially in your condition of pregnancy. But, as I said to you yesterday, this is the cross that we must bear for the freedom of our people. So I urge you to be strong in faith, and this will in turn strengthen me. I can assure you that it is extremely difficult for me to think of being away from you and my Yogi and Marty for 4 months, but I am asking God hourly to give me the power of endurance. I have the faith to believe that this excessive suffering that is now coming to our family will in some little way serve to make Atlanta a better city, Georgia a better state, and America a better country. Just how, I do not yet know, but I have faith to believe it will. If I am correct, then our suffering is not in vain. I understand that I can have visitors twice a month, the second and fourth Sunday. However, I understand that everybody, white and colored, can have visitors this coming Sunday. I hope you can find some way to come down. I know it will be a terrible inconvenience in your condition, but I want to see you and the children very badly. Eternally yours, Martin. So he knew that he was putting himself and his family through some suffering, but he did it for our people. All right. Now, this next letter is from another civil rights hero, Medgar Evers. This goes to Myrlie Evers, that's his wife, and children. Some background on Medgar Evers. He lived 1925 to 1963. He was a civil rights activist from Mississippi, where he was the state's field secretary for the NAACP and helped to desegregate the University of Mississippi, which in 1954 denied him admission to its law school. On June 12, 1963, Evers was assassinated outside his home in Jackson after attending an integration meeting. A World War II veteran who fought in the Battle of Normandy, he was buried in Arlington National Cemetery before more than 3,000 mourners. 3,000, y'all. His murder was convicted in 1994. Did y'all catch it? He was murdered in 63. The man who murdered him, who was a white man, didn't go to jail till 94. Remember that, 31 years. Don't forget that. Now, Myrlie Evers was born in 1933, and she was born Myrlie Beasley in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and met Evers while both were attending Alcorn A&M College. They married in 1951 and had 3 children. Myrlie Evers would go on to become the first full-time chairperson of the NAACP, serving from 1995 to 1998. Here's the letter. It's a quick one. Dated November 27th, 1962. Remember, he died in June of 63, so this is what, about, was that 6-7 months? Is that right? Yeah, about 6-7 months before his death. My darling wife and children, I love you dearly and miss you terribly. I am now aboard TWA's number 54 for Idlewild Airport, New York City, and the time is 12:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 11:50 your time. It is a beautiful day with a slight overcast and bright sun coming through my cabin window. Honey, Tell the children Daddy will be returning soon, and that when Christmas comes, if it is in the Lord's will, we are all going to enjoy Santa Claus and a good Christmas. You be sweet and take care of yourself. Be assured this trip can't end too soon. Love, Medgar. You're getting on a plane, getting ready to take off, but you want to write a letter to your wife. The art of letter writing, it's not the same because we send emails, text. He wrote a love letter to his wife as he's getting ready to take off on a plane. Tell me you're loved without telling me you're loved. All right. Rest in peace, rest in power, rest in heaven. Martin Luther King Jr., Coretta Scott King, and Medgar Evers. That's it for today.